Hello everyone, welcome to Mocking Sapien. My name is Tanay. Today I'm going to talk about Sadhguru Ji. But before that, let's get into... I've purchased a new green screen, so let's do some weather reporting. So Chennai, as you can see, has a temperature of around 31 degrees Celsius. And it's supposed to get a little cloudy later on. Kolkata in West Bengal, the temperature is supposed to be around 30 degrees Celsius and you can expect a little rain in the few days. Delhi temperature is very high, 34 degrees Celsius. All these temperatures are at night. 34 degrees Celsius, and you can again expect rain in a few days. And last but not the least is Mumbai, 30 degrees Celsius, no rain expected. Maharashtra, no rain as usual. It's very normal. So there's a lot of friction in India right now, Hindu Muslim, then left wing versus right wing, and this friction is causing a lot of friction and heat is coming on, and this is the very reason why this heat exists right now. It's time to cool it down a little. Let's do some reporting for you from the moon. So guys, we have reached the moon. So as you can see over here, it's the moon. I was one of the few people to come to the moon. So I've taken so much effort that I'm doing reporting for you from the moon. So make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. Right now, hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe. Thank you if you have done it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So yeah, this is the moon. As you can see, right there is the earth. And if you look closely, you'll be able to see Sadhguru right there. Because Sadhguru shines. Sadhguru shines bright like a diamond. Such an amazing person. So my journey as a Sadhguru Bhakt. So when I was a kid, I was a lot into philosophy and all that. So the first book I ever read was The Secret. That book was like legendary. I think so you all also might have read it. Like if you want something truly from your bottom of your heart, the whole universe shifts to make it possible. Over time, like when I think of it right now, I find myself an idiot. So I understand you need motivation and all, but what happens with that book is like you just don't do anything in life. You just chill about everything. You're like, ho jayega, without any hard work, just keep on wishing. Whole life will pass in dreaming only. Like, ho jayega. Once upon a time I used to meditate also. So in the path for searching for truth, then I was on YouTube and then came across Sadhguru's videos. The way he spoke, the way he delivered his command over his language, everything was so perfect. I was like, this guy might be an enlightened person, like extremely smart he seemed. Even if someone threw a question at him, he used to answer so smartly, like so smartly. Then kind of I got convinced like, okay, this guy might be an enlightened person. So I started listening to him again and again and I was like, what a brilliant man. And when you are like into him, everything what he says is so amusing to you. You know, like, kya baat, like, kya bolta hai, kya baat karta hai. Like that it is always. So over time what started happening was I started becoming rational and like all these things over time started to weaken. And then last year, in 2019 only, I guess I visited his ashram. Oh bhai, that was like the tipping point. Like after that though, I just went against him. Like I went and saw the volunteers over there, they can't see anything other than Sadhguru and his teachings, nothing. Like whatever Sadhguru will tell them, they will just do it like without thinking. His ashram is a proper cult. I have no other words but cult. It is a cult. Then I researched about him and I saw that he was accused of murdering his wife. To that, his justification was that she went into Mahasamadhi. Bhai, ye bhi koi reason hota hai kya? मतलब voluntarily giving her life through meditation. अरे भाई हाइट्स होती है यार, हाइट्स. और भाई pseudoscience का तो लिमिट ही नहीं. लूनर इक्लिप्स के टाइम फूड गेट्स पॉइजन्ड है क्या भी भाई, मतलब लूनर इक्लिप्स ही इज लाइक दो shouldn't eat food only. हाँ अरे another one was like why you should sleep head facing north and legs facing south, something like that. Due to North Pole and South Pole में that compass वाला direction comes na. So like that in our body also there is iron. So iron moves northwards. So he's like iron will move towards the north. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it was like something like that only. So iron parts which are there in your body, which in your hemoglobin and all that, it'll start moving towards the north. But if you sleep like your legs towards north, then your iron molecules will go towards the legs. Then you might go mental. Like he is smart at that. So he'll just take a magnetic field theory and something like that, and body is or iron is there. So start relating these two. Arey bhai, legend is that way. And then when a lady gives birth to twins, one girl and one boy, one breast gives one type of milk and second breast gives second type of milk. Like brilliant, like legendary. And mercury in traditional medicines. Mercury khao bhai. मतलब वो Minamata epidemic was, what was it, right? Nothing. And it's not like he always says unscientific things. He definitely says scientific things, but those scientific things are common sense. You don't need to put in your head so much into it. Like, oxygen is gas. Okay, fine, oxygen is gas. But the way he says it is like, oxygen is gas. It makes a more huge impact on you. So him relating that magnetic field thing and all, you can make up things like that, like oxidation. Like when fruit comes in contact with oxygen, it gets oxidized and it turns black. So basically, you are breathing in oxygen, so it's a poison. It just takes you 80 years to kill you. So don't breathe in oxygen, breathe in nitrogen or I don't know, any other thing. So this is how he twists and turns things always. And him relating common sense type scientific things to unscientific things. It is like saying Urvashi Rautela is an IITian just because she gave JEE. Or she is a Miss Universe just because she participated in the Miss Universe. No, there is Zameen Asman ka farak in that. You just can't start relating like that. Urvashi Rautela is a legend like that. In bio mein proudly she's written IITian. I can call Sadhguru a sophisticated version of Swami Nityanand. Perfect. Like how unscientific things, that guy is another level, but this guy also is like similar, just a more sophisticated version of Nityanand is. And one more thing he does is he throws hi-fi words on you, like cosmos and shit. Like these heavy words he'll throw at you and you will be like, starstruck, like kya baat kar raha hai? Cosmos? He's like Circuit from Munna Bhai. He tells Munna Bhai that when he goes to the radio show, he should be like, throw big words, Atma Santulan. And all that shit.
और भाई ना भारी वर्ड फेंकने का जैसा हृदय परिवर्तन आत्मा संतुलन.
So Sadhguru is our Munna Bhai. Like, and sometimes when you come with a problem, I'm having a lot of troubles with my wife and things are not so good, he will throw the question at you only. He'll be like, have you eaten apples? Or have you ever climbed a tree? Like out of context completely. And everything, like whatever problem he had, that can have a very simple solution and you can say something very simplistically. Like, but उसमें मजा कहाँ है? How will he be different then? That's why like apple खाया क्या, झाड़ पे चढ़े क्या, गिटार बजाया क्या, हैं नहाए क्या, गरम पानी से नहाया, ठंडे पानी से नहाए. And he never answers anything straight. You ask him a question, oh भाई निकल जाएंगे वापस कॉस्मोस यूनिवर्स में. तो मतलब any question like घर में पानी नहीं आ रहा है, will be like cosmos and universe, the planetary shifts like that causes an influence on the earth, so because of that trees grow. So ultimately doesn't answer that question why water didn't come. He'll just throw something and then lead to some other only conclusion and he'll be like क्या बात करता है भाई. And like when you ask him a question, he twists and turns it so much. By the time he answers the question, you forget about what you had asked him only. You're just like, white bearded man has said it, man. So it must be right. क्यों दिमाग लगाना? And चलो भाई, like मोटी बात. A saint or a guru giving spiritual knowledge should be free of materialistic things. Basic, very basic. He should be living a simple life. No money, no assets, nothing. He shouldn't have anything. Bhai has a Ducati and a G-Wagon. ऐसे कैसे गुरु भाई हैं? Ducati and a G-Wagon, like this is crossing the line. Like he has already crossed the line in many ways. So Sadhguru is like a proper businessman. Like I wouldn't call him a spiritual guru. He's a businessman. Like even his inner engineering, his meditation technique. First of all, he calls it in engineering. Just putting that, he thinks that just putting that name engineering in it just makes it scientific. वैसा नहीं होता है. Modern day के Albert Einstein. Inner engineering is a 7-day program and it costs around 3,500 rupees for 7 days. 3,500 rupees. How he might be like, hey, I've got this amazing, crazy technique for you which will give you happiness and peace. It will just cost you rupees 3,500. But on this time of the pandemic, we have a 50% discount which will just cost you 1,750 rupees. So our peace and happiness comes with a cost. Okay? So thanks a lot Sadhguru for giving us the 50% discount. People will now really benefit from it. And just so you know, we also accept donations. Right, we'll leave you the link. You can donate also. Pay for getting peace and happiness and also donate. Because this is how our system works. And also we will free you from all the materialistic things in life. You know, like all attachments and all. These are Moh Maya types. So we'll just free you from it. But hey, you can also check out our cool merchandise. We have tons and varieties of products. We have copper bottles, we have clothes, we have everything you want for you. We have pens, we have pencil, we have a neem pencil which costs rupees 90. A neem pencil which costs rupees 90. Neem and tulsi ka marketing to koi Sadhguru se seekhe. Pencil is selling for 90 rupees. He should call himself a businessman, not a spiritual guru. And I'm not against business. I'm against these dhongi babas. So spirituality and faith-based industry is extremely huge. 3 years back in the US, the faith industry was approximately $1.3 trillion, which was more than the net worth of Apple and Google combined. So this huge is the faith industry. And in a few days, I'll even make a video on this and the faith industry in India and how huge it is. और inner engineering का इतना promotion करते हैं. You see banners everywhere. You see ads on YouTube. And one more thing, a guru should never be political. क्या भाई इतना agenda पे हिंदुत्व and all these things पे keeps on talking. क्या भाई ऐसे गुरु का क्या करे? क्या भी बोले इनके बारे में? He becomes an expert in everything. Science बोलो, politics बोलो, environment बोलो. भाई सब में expertise इसका है. There is no thing left untouched. CAA and NRC में भी है. And so much industrial support, political support, and actor support. कितना उसका what name he has in the normal industries, not just with the common public. ऐसे वैसे गुरु नहीं है सदगुरु. तो have removed all my भड़ासन सदगुरु ना. अब तो गालियाँ आएंगे सदगुरु के फैन से धवाधम. So, but what can we say? After all, Sadhguru is more leftist than you think. Thank you everyone. See you guys in the next one.